Hey sunshines, we are back in the hillside garden. I have been doing so much work over here. Today I'm getting up some trellises that I purchased. Got these on Amazon that I'm putting around my rose bushes. These roses, I believe they are, I know I got them from the Elegance, Fancy Elegance or something like that collection. Believe they're knockout roses. They only get 4 feet tall and 4 feet wide. And I recently, just in our last video, if you watched our last video, I went ahead and because they've been blooming their heads off, I gave them some fertilizer. But I wanted to get these trellises up that I purchased. Please, when you're purchasing things, read the description, because I thought these were stale, but they're not, but they're workable. And so I'm going to get this last one over here. This one has such a long cane. And so I like it. So here's the thing. That one looked like it was harder to put in because I actually broke this one. I don't think it's that noticeable, but I didn't know how to put it together at first, and I broke something off the top. So let me show you. So technically, they would have this part all connected, and you would just pound that in so it would go down a little smoother. And they have this little bird attachment, and so I have the birds facing different directions. That will be the only one I won't be able to put a bird on, and I'm okay with that. But here's what we're looking like. I have 4 rose bushes, so I put 4 of them. I like it. And if I want to take the birds off, I can take the birds off. But this is what the hill garden's looking like. So I figured I'd just put this one by itself because it doesn't have the bird. I might try to glue it. It's not that serious. But this one also had the longest cane. So I figured it would not be that obvious, even though I just broke the cane. But there's a side shoot already coming on, so it'll be fine. And so the other things changes I've made to this hill garden since we last left off, and I pulled out all those hostas. I've added some new plants, and what I've done is I'm adding plants that are not going to grow too tall. So we still have the one hosta that's doing pretty good, so I have no plans to move that one right now. But we got a lot of sedum down here. That's a coreopsis, and I have a few more of those to go in and around the sun, my shadow. And then I got a couple of other plants. This plant right here, it produces nice pink flowers. It's called a Daydream Sandwort. Here you go, by Monrovia. I had it in another location, so everything that I've put here is has been moved from another location. I haven't purchased anything for this project, well, besides those trellises, but they have been here for weeks, and I was like, I need to get those up. But what I like about this plant is that when it's not blooming, like it's not blooming right now, it's like a little grass. So I have 3 of them. I have some sedum. This is a coreopsis, and then we have dianthus. I added another dianthus, and this salvia I dug up from another area. And then of course my lamium has to make a presence. And then I added the astilbe, and that was given to me. That was a gift from a friend. So she dug it out her garden, and she gave me a bunch of stuff. We'll see some more of that when we do the garden tour. I did go ahead and cut down that peony plant, and I'm happy I did that. You know, even though I really like the fact that this was called Hosta Hill, I'm liking the transition as well. And I think it's a good transition. And so I have some more salvias and stuff that are inside other pots. I think I said that on the last video. I have some other perennials that are in pots that, you know, I think will do good over here. So I'm digging it, but I have something else I need to place. Let's get to that. So here we go. These spirea need to get in the ground. I don't know if I showed you all of them the last time. Actually, I showed you all a different spirea that I put in that pot that I moved from that other area. I have these spireas because I was going to be doing something else I thought with them, but I decided to not. I actually was going to be planting up. I have the outer of my chicken coop planted up, but I want some plants inside to make it look nice, but I don't know, guys. I had a whole plan for it, and so I'm still going back and forth. Looks like my camera's crooked. So right now, my idea for these spireas, I'm going to actually trim them back. But my idea, if you all can see, let me bring you a little closer, maybe. Okay, so I have an azalea, I have a butterfly bush here, I have my roses, my rose bush there, and then I have this other plant over here that I still haven't figured out the name of, that's been growing in here, and I shared that back on another video. I want to figure out how to possibly take it out, but we'll work on that another time. But for now, what I was thinking about is digging up my azalea and putting it over there in the part sun garden, part shade garden with the other azaleas, and then being able to take these 3 spireas. And by the way, I really like spireas, and surrounding. So one would have to go here, and the other 2 would go like that. And I think that would really be nice. And then if I get this plant out of here, it because it's just so much, it's so big. I have a place for it. I have another one in another pot that I have another place for it as well. So I have a place for it. I think this this would be cute. I think, and this will be shifted in there. And so that's what we're gonna do. Let me grab my shovel. The azalea hasn't been here that long, so it's gonna be easy to dig up, just like I said. Adjust, because I want to center it behind the buddleia. Yeah, buddleia. That's another name, butterfly bush. And this was off center, so we need to move over a little bit. I'm gonna move our hole over. A little bit. Oh. Hello. I'll just keep both of them. I'll just keep both of them up there.
Both of them?
Yeah. It's big under here. What is this? A hubcap? There's something under here. Look, come get it. Where's Moan? Come here. I got it. What is this? What is this? And every time I find something in this garden, I do something decorative with it. What? This is a hubcap? That's what I just dug up? What car is this? I'm gonna have to ask my husband. Oh my gosh. Is that a hubcap? Why did they bury a hubcap? One more to get in the ground and to get out of here because it's hot over here in this hill garden. All right, let's give these a haircut. I'm not gonna cut off too much, but like this, we don't want this branch. That's just going everywhere. We have new growth, but you know, it's okay. Like I don't want that out there like that. There's plenty of new growth. Make it look a little decent for now. We don't need you. And it will bloom right back out. This growth I'm cutting off is from when I purchased it, so. And it's alive, so it's fine. Here's some. It will grow back nicely. Just want to cut off some of those leggy ones. Same thing over here. Just give it a little shaping. And I'm gonna take those tags off anyway, so that's all. Last one. Marias are very pretty. I went around and pruned. I'll show you all my other spireas yesterday, which I should have been did because they were ready to put out their new flowers. This one is the fullest out of all of them. Cut these old ones old blooms. Now when they do their next set of blooms, I won't cut those off. I'll leave them for the fall because they are cute. Lord. Yeah, so I like the placement. I've been trying to figure out where to put these spireas since I decided I wasn't going to put them where I originally was going to place them. And I like the results. Like I said, I'm going to try to get this plant out of this planter right here. And I say things on camera and I change my mind later. But my idea right now is, even though I have a spirea stuck in that planter, I'm going to take that out and find a home for that. I don't think it can't fit in what I just did here eventually, but I am going to go cut that one back too, cut that down. I have basil and sage here, but I'm thinking about digging in. The basil is annual, the sage is perennial, and so I want to dig it out and put it in another flower bed. And then my thought is with these 4 round planters is to plant annuals in them, plant them up with annuals, not a perennial, but we'll see because I change my mind all the time, and still be able to include like a pepper plant. But I like saying these things on camera because I can go back and watch these videos and be reminded of some of the plans. The other thing I did is I took out that black pedestal over here. You all remember? And that Russian sage, I had to move it. I was so annoyed. And what I did go ahead and plant here was one of my lilac bushes, which will get 4x4 as well. I have 2 more. Remember, I put them in those planters out front. So we'll see what we do with those later. But I had to get that Russian sage, but I put it in one of my garden beds on the other side until I figure out what I'm going to do with it. It may stay there. Who knows? Because I am transitioning out of growing so much food. My children are older and it's just too much. So I'll be transitioning, Lord willing, next year. But yeah, I'm loving how this is turning out. So pretty cool. So I'm gonna cut back that spirea, and then let's go get this azalea planted in its new home. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this hubcap, guys. But for now, we'll go ahead and just stick it in the gorilla cart. And then as you all know, when I dig up rocks and I find them, although this can use a good washing, but for now, I just add them, whatever it is, to my rock wall. Find a space and stick it on the wall of found rocks. When I'm digging up my garden, that's what I do with them. So let's grab this azalea. I made a lot of changes over here. I put another lilac right there that was in a pot. I cut back those spireas, but I'm making more changes, so we'll see what other changes I make. But when we do the next garden tour. But anyway, so this space over here, my shade garden, part sun, as I told you all before, right now it's just like real shady over here, but it'll sun up. But this end gets more sun, and then if you go in, you'll see the sun right there right now, but it'll go all shade, and then that end over there will get sun. So what I'm thinking is I have a few azaleas in here. As you can see, I have one right here, there's one over there, and then there's a few down there. I recently dug up plants that was right here, so I'm thinking that azalea would do good right here. Like, add it to the collection. It stays short. This tree is going to get 10 feet tall. That's a viburnum tree that gets 10 feet tall. It's not, the plants that I had over here grew really tall. I moved them to that wall bed. So I think that's a perfect spot for that azalea. I'm gonna walk the line, but I don't see anywhere else to put it. Azalea there, azalea here. There's not really. I have space for more plants, but maybe not an azalea. There's an azalea over there. There's a bunch of spireas. Could put it up in there, but no. I think the spot that I was thinking about works. Y'all see it? So once it's in the ground and it bushes out like that one, then you have the lamb in the middle. I'm gonna do that, and then remember, if you don't like it or if it doesn't work, you can always move a plant. That's where I'm gonna put it for now. Let's get it in. That was easy. Thank you all so much for tuning in again and watching my videos. I'm always doing something. I don't get to record everything, but I'm glad to record some of my process, and it also helps me keep a diary of what I've been doing in this space since we purchased this home. And it's been a total transformation. I'm hoping one day to do a transformation video to get that up. It will take me going through so much footage and remembering what all the footage is, but one day we'll get it up. But until next time, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to comment, and you all have a blessed day.